back to ballpark baseball again. This video segment we're going to cover player usage and some special rules. Now, Brett and I are just playing one game, but often ballpark baseball competition involves a best-of-7 series or a mini-season with multiple teams. And the design of ballpark baseball takes into account the games played and innings pitched and sets limits on the player usage. So let's start with starting pitchers and relievers. There's a table on page 20 of the playbook which shows the usage limits and rest requirements for all categories of pitchers. You can overuse a pitcher, but that subjects him to days out of turn penalties listed on page 46. And those penalties apply when the numbers 26 through 32 are drawn, which is why the pitcher cards have a yellow border for those numbers. Pitchers can also have bad innings, so ballpark baseball includes the loss of effectiveness feature. The rules for loss of effectiveness are found on page 22 of the playbook and the corresponding table on page 47. Loss of effectiveness penalties apply when numbers 46 through 50 are drawn, which is why the pitcher cards have a red border for those numbers. Page 32 also indicates rules for both pitcher and batter usage when multiple games are played. And lastly, there are two special rules to mention. The first is called the League ERA adjustment, which is covered on page 33. If we look at the roster sheets for the teams Brett and I are playing, we can see that they show the league ERA for that year up at the top. For the Braves, the league ERA that year was 3.88, and for the Giants it was 3.95. So that's very close. But sometimes you'll match a team from a live ball or a juiced player era with a team that was playing in a year when runs were at a premium. And ballpark baseball accounts for that with the adjustment described on page 33. And finally, the other special rule covers rainouts and rain delays. Yes, they can happen in ballpark baseball, and you can read the procedure for those on page 33. Our next video, we're going to put it all together and play the final inning of our game.